Wait, is this theirs?
The same one.
It is. First.
Alright, so that should be up there. If you refresh your page, it
Right.
might take about 10 seconds.
I need to get this.
Did you find it now? Yes. Okay. So back to what I was doing. What's up on the So if you look up here, right, it'll answer your question. So Sam, what I to, I minimise those so I don't have to scroll all the way down through them. See how you can do that quite easily. And then we go to turn 3. If you click on this, I have talked about this many times, but I don't mind doing it again if everyone's listening and if you need to just be refreshed on what that assessment task entails. So this is for you to reference at home, okay? You can see, guys, it's got that marking criteria at the end too. But today, so Caden, I'll give you a hard copy of this too, and if anyone else needs a hard copy. Reference at home, okay? You can see, guys, 15th on Monday, so that's why I said it is 1 day less than 2 weeks away. So not next week on Monday, but the week after, so week 9. By 9 a.m. Can you guys remember that trick? Well, not the tricky thing, but what you have to do to submit it by 9 a.m.
Go to camp.
No,
You have to go to the staff room.
Walk up those stairs, knock on that English staff room door and say, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Listen, I am telling you exactly what you need to do to submit that task on time because there's no point doing it and submitting it at 10 past 9 after roll call. Once you're seeing your friends and they go, did you submit the task? And you go, oh no, I forgot, and it's 0, even after you've done all that great work, just because of 10 minutes, okay? So, guys, look at me. Want everyone's eyes on me, because this is important. On that, my guys, look at me. 15. You have to be at school before 9 a.m. 1 minute before 9 a.m. is fine. Please don't leave it that tight. But if you're at that staff room door with your assessment task in your hand, I will be there. There will be a folder dedicated to 7K and my other classes as well. That's why you've got to firstly make sure your name's on it and your class is on it. And you knock on the door. Yes, but I'm still talking. Someone else is talking over me, which is interesting. You have to submit it hard copy. It's not an online assignment, okay? So if anyone wants to do it online, if you want to print off pictures and stuff, I 100% recommend you do that. But the best ones, and remember those ones that I showed you when I gave you the assessment notification, they look kind of scrapbooky, like you cut out pictures and then you glue them on, or if you type things out, you kind of cut that and glue it on. It makes it look a lot more visually appealing, okay? This about handing the assignment in? Yes. Definitely, you can hand it in the Friday before. Absolutely no worries about doing it well and truly before. You still have, like I said, 2 weeks, and we've been talking about this a lot. You've had heaps of time. So if you want to do that, if you're worried, and you don't, and you're very prepared and you won't, you've still got this next weekend coming up before, or next week too. Definitely hand it in early. Hi, is this about handing the assignment in?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait. A bit late, and it normally was school between 8:50 to 9 o'clock. So when the bus was late.
As soon as you come to school, you get up to the staff room and you have to say, my bus was late, say the bus number. Yeah. We can check with the office when that bus arrived, okay? So as we can't penalise you, that would be so cruel if it was out of your control. That's what the illness misadventure form is for. Yeah. Whether you have to do the illness misadventure form for that, you may. If it's you might have to do that. My advice is, before roll call, even if you're really, a little bit after, I'm still talking to you and you're not even making eye contact, as soon as you get to school, even if you're kind of, lined up, people are lined up there, go straight to the English staff room and knock on the door. If there's someone there, you can say, my bus just got here and he like this. Don't just go to your classes and be like, oh, well, I'll see you later. Just get it in as soon as possible because that would be better if we have to do the illness misadventure thing. And they'll be like, well, why did you not hand it in straight away? Why did you leave, later in the day? You could have done it in that time when you saw your friends, or do you know what I mean?
Someone's in the background.
Get it in as soon as you can. Cooper, did you hear any of that? Because I can tell that you're a little bit off task.
Yeah, I heard it out of my left ear.
Because
I
again,
had bits in my right ear.
do you need to be up here?
No, I'm good.
Most probably, yes, actually. We'll see if you keep turning around. Face the front.
My bad.
Okay, I am stressing this again because it is that big learning curve in year 7. With these assessment tasks, you get 1 per term in English. They have to be done on time or it is 0. If you aren't here that day, okay, if you're sick, guys, what do you do?
Go to the chemist.
Illness misadventure. It's a good idea to go to the chemist and just get a doctor's certificate to show that you can put with your illness misadventure, okay? So that you can prove that you're actually sick. And that has to be done as soon as possible. And the next day you're at school, hand that task in because we've had this task the majority of the term. So being sick for a few days near the end of where the task is due, is it actually reason to not get it done at all? No, it's reason to get it done, if you hand it in late, but the expectation is you guys will have this task done well and truly before, and have you been preparing anyway, okay? Any other questions about the submission of the task? No. Hard copy, staff room, before 9 o'clock, illness misadventure if there are sickness or circumstances that are beyond your control so that you get marks. The other option is don't fill in the illness misadventure and you get 0, which is very sad. And no teacher ever wants to be 0 for anything. So, remembering, and I'm not going to go through this all very, fine-tooth comb stuff today, I'm just going to outline. Remember that you've got your compulsory sections, the front cover, the back blurb, you've got your plot diagram or graph that shows those main events of your story so you can be like, zoom out, this is my whole story. But then you've got, and this is what we're looking at today, these 2 excerpts, so 2 sections of your narrative, about 200 to 300 words that showcase significant moments. So any moment can be significant. I honestly am not going to knock you down with that. It's like, oh, that's not significant enough. No, I'm looking for description. All right? Nice descriptive language. That's what you're going to show me in that. Then you've got those options of choose 3 in terms of character, thematic mood board, journal entry, newspaper article, playlist, a poem. Right? I'm not going to go through those. Please, year 7, if you haven't thought about this assignment yet, it's not too late to still start thinking about it and do something absolutely A-range amazing. You've still got time, but you really, really need to start working on it. And with enough time to come and check with me how you're going with this. This is what I'm thinking. Am I on the right track? And I can say yes or no. Okay. If we keep going down modules, I'm just going to click the next. Patterns in plot. I dropped this here. We're not actually going to do this today, but if you can remember our work on the hero's journey, that 5-part structure, basically year 7, you want to be either choosing that triangle, act 1, act 2, act 3, act 4, act 5, like opening, rising action, climax, falling action, get it down. You can plot a few different moments going up and going down there as well. Or if you want to do the hero's journey, then you do have that stuck in your book, the circles, where the hero goes on a journey, returns, and returns very much change. That's what we want to be looking at in terms of our plot. The other option is you could do a story graph, and that's why. Are you guys focused here, Freddie?
Yeah, miss, I'm focused.
Oh, breakthrough. Yeah. Then you shut your laptop because everyone gives you away behind you, by the way, when you're not doing front things.
Yeah.
Playing a very interesting game.
No, just by looking at your screen. They're not doing anything trying. They don't realise they're doing it. So if you want to do something like that and have like sizzling start, backfill, purple rock folder, when we can look at some of that, that's fine too. Non-linear stuff is a bit tricky, and we didn't actually focus on that very much, but you can have a look at it. I'm not going to. Oh, yeah. Setting is what we're doing today. So descriptive writing, craft, setting. Now, we are going to look at a model text, and this text is actually one of my favourite books ever. And we're going to just read the first chapter from it, and it's very small. And the reason why we're going to look at this text when we're looking at those sections of our assessment task is that this text is written in a series of what is called vignettes. And a vignette is just a very fancy kind of word. It's a French word. It actually means a little line, but all it means is a moment, okay, moment in time. And vignettes are focused on descriptive detail and crafting either a character or a setting, and it's just like a little extract from your story. So I thought this is perfect to get Year 7 to read a little vignette, and then you guys are going to have a go at identifying some techniques and actually writing your own vignette, which models off this one. So just a little bit of an overview. You don't have to write any notes on this, but just listen to me so you know the kind of situation of this chapter. So the text is called A House on Mango Street, and it's actually from a Latino girl in America, and she is the narrator. Lots of the work is from the author's point of like her real world experience, but she's adopted a character. What she wanted to do when she wrote this book though, her goal was that you could open it up at any point, like any chapter and read it, and the chapter could stand alone on its own just as a nice vignette or a nice kind of moment in time. So the way she writes is almost like poetry, but it's written in paragraphs, so it's like prose poetry, that's what we call it. So, girls, ready?
Ready.
If you're going to eat now, we'll do that now.
Ready.
I said, or do that now. The issue is that you're distracted and you're not listening. That's the issue. You don't have to get into an argument about specifically what we're doing. So it's essentially what you want to do. Remember, when you're writing your descriptive extracts of your story, I don't care about you telling me what happened before or what happened after. I care about your description of that moment that you have chosen. So let's have a look at, this is the front cover. So, look, I won't go into it too much, but I just want us to read here. Are you guys on this page now?
Yeah.
So can you click chapter 1? So what we're going to do is we're going to try to visualise the house that Esperanza describes. Okay, and write a brief description. So this is where you need to do reading and questions in your book. So in our book, guys, we're going to say, and I'm going to have to, I'm running out of space. The House on Mango Street reading and questions.
Mango.
This is a part which I can struggle.
Is everyone up here?
Yes.
Okay, I might have to do
No,
it.
it hasn't got.
Now, Katie, can you read that? This is when Freddie actually can get his laptop back out. You can see it's a very, very, very short chapter. Can you? I'll make it big. I'll make it a bit bigger. Okay. And let's set our book up like this, guys.
I don't know. I need to.
Third house.
Yes, Pat, we're still got long.
Get it up. Get up the bench.
He's carrying the shit.
Yeah, Fred.
Ready.
Huh? That's where we're from.
Wait, what?
No. I think so.
Okay, so the house on Mango Street reading
Mango,
and
mango.
question. The first one is going to be read and appreciate.
It's like a black screen actually, so it's like. Fine, just give me 1 sec.
Crafting setting.
This is the actual thing.
Scroll down, and then chapter 1 is like a little.
Search up. Oh, search up, please.
No, go to
Just find it and I'll show you. Hold on, give me 1 sec.
Can you sit down, please? Actually, that might be so much easier.
The house of mango fruit.
You sure?
Parents are right here.
All right. Hands up if your computer looks like mine.
Oh, wait, I know what to do. I know what to do. Wait, what the fuck?
Anyone need help?
Okay.
Vicky, you're on the right page.
Yeah, I am.
Super.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So it should look like mine though.
Okay.
So click on chapter 1.
Close.
And if
Wait,
it's not there,
what?
just follow along with me. I'm obviously going to be reading this. Where I want you to write a very quick description of this house. That's our first reading to appreciate. So, we didn't always live on Mango Street. Before that, do you want to read? Because if you are talking when I'm trying to read, and I love reading out to the class, but if people are going to talk when I'm doing it, that's you volunteering to read. Okay, I'll start from the
How about
beginning
this?
again, and I don't want to have to stop. Darlie, do you want to read? Well, I suggest not volunteering then, because I just said what's volunteering.
Homework help. Dog did not just react.
Focus up here, eyes up here.
Dog.
You don't need to now get up out of your chair and start moving. Sit. Alright. So, we didn't always live on Mango Street. Before that, we lived on Loomis on the 3rd floor, and before that, we lived on Keeler. Before Keeler, it was Paulina, and before that, I can't remember. But what I remember most is moving a lot. Each time it seemed there'd be more of us. By the time we got to Mango Street, we were 6. Mama, Papa,
7.
Carlos, Kiki, my sister Nenny, and me.
Put these on top of.
The house on Mango Street is ours, and we don't have to pay rent to anybody or share the yard with the people downstairs or be careful not to make too much noise. And there isn't a landlord banging on the ceiling with a broom. But even so, it's not the house we thought we'd get.
I paid you.
Thanks.
I paid you.
Yeah, straight.
Fine.
You people are, I think,
10 seconds.
wanting to read. What kind of sense are you getting, since I had to stop then anyway, of this family?
That's like a different.
Sorry, we're talking.
That's like a different house than others.
Okay, it's a different. They move lots of places, don't they? Because before that was this and this and this and
Common
this. Yeah.
searches. No.
Yeah, that's really good. So, Pippa, you're moving now.
Oh my goodness.
You